Yeah, feeling some actually joy in my body, seeing you all, feeling this community, seeing so many of you again, some new faces, feeling gratitude. Mm. And a sense of nourishment, of the sense of choosing choosing this space together to feel, to remember, to recognize, to acknowledge each other and acknowledge that we, for some reason, we all care what is happening uh, in the world, and particularly what is happening right now in the Middle East, in Gaza, in Palestine, in the West Bank, in Israel, the tragedy that we are witnessing from different proximities, right? But we are witnessing it, and we're choosing to witness it, even though we could, some of us would have the privilege actually to not look and to numb ourselves. So I would just want to acknowledge that you are choosing not to look away, and we believe that that's where change begins. That we choose to look. We look at ourselves because what is happening in Gaza is not apart from ourselves. It is not whether you live in Israel or in the West Bank, whether you have identity of Palestinian or Jewish or German or American or Swedish. What is happening on this planet, it is part of our planet, and it's part of our humanity, and it's a thread. It's a thread that we weave together. So we acknowledge that, right? Coming together, we acknowledge that we have responsibility. We matter. Our action matter. Our lives matter. Our lives has impact on other people. Our choices matter. And it's a beautiful, we are very powerful. We can change the course of this reality. And it's also our responsibility to acknowledge that for our children. I see children, and it's so beautiful to see the children. Actually, uh, Elena, yeah, Noah. I just want to acknowledge that she's with us, and it's so beautiful because we saw her grow up in the community we lived in from the very, very tiny one. So it's for these kids, it's for ourselves and for our kids, right? That we do. We know if we fight for justice, if we make the effort to transform ourselves and our communities towards more love, more justice, then we do that for possibly to achieve things in our lifetime, but also we do that to contribute to the evolution of our human species, that our children and grandchildren can live in a world that we wish for them, right? And we truly believe in Satyam that that our liberation will never be complete if it's on the cost of someone else. Our freedom will never last if it's built on the cost of someone else. So that's why we must fight together for each one's freedom, each one's dignity, each one's safety on this planet. Only then we will actually all be free and safe. And and today we come together also as we are approaching the 2-year anniversary of a very, very significant escalation of violence in Israel, Palestine, Gaza. something that in this scale we have not experienced in the land in the recent few hundred years that we can acknowledge that this has been. And we speak in Satyam about the fifth, the sixth, and the sixth, the seventh, and the eighth of the three atrocities, which is the atrocity of the sixth is that we have not done enough. We have not done our homework to bring justice and dignity and well-being for the Palestinian people in the land. And the seventh is the second atrocity that the Jewish have experienced in a large scale a complete re-traumatization, and since then have really been in such a strong trauma response of pain and horror that have made the window to cooperation and changing something so very small, and the willingness to use violence has multiplied. And the atrocity of the eight, which everything that happened since, the life that has been lost since, the horrors that we're witnessing since, the genocide, the escalation of land theft and killing and violence in the West Bank equally. So we're really in a moment of coming to memorize these 2 years. Almost everything changed. Everything changed. Especially being in the land. I can hardly remember how it was to do the work we did the last years before, because everything has changed. It was already difficult back then. The struggle has been there. The injustice, the violence, it was all there. It's nothing new. But something really, really, really unimaginable where we are today, for me. The amount of suffering. It's hard to imagine that we can allow it, we can perpetuate it. So we come today in this acknowledgement of the horrors and the pain and the grief and the helplessness that I have felt, and I think many of us have felt. And also in the acknowledgement that nothing is like before. Also the response, Gaza, and the the case of the Palestinian struggle is everywhere in the world now, like never before. People are on the streets like they haven't been. It's talked to and about, and it's moving in politics like it has never been. So these 2 years have just done so much and for the worst, and also for finally bringing this matter to the table in many ways, in many conversations that it should have been for so many years. So we also see it as a window of opportunity to really, really, really change, really bring justice, really bring justice. And that's why we gather, because we feel it's important to witness, and we feel it's important that we remind ourselves that we can change the course of history. It's been always like this, people changing by their actions. So we really understand that, we really believe that it's not for us to wait for any politicians. It's all of us, and we understand ourselves as a part of a global struggle, a global liberation struggle, on a liberation that's on all systems of oppression that are upon us, on all forms of discrimination and racism and power dynamics that are recreated. So So we acknowledge that we are connected in all struggles for liberation on this planet. And we have a responsibility that we have in the land because of where we come from and where our roots are, and we take it. And it's an honor that all of you choose to come and to join this struggle and join the intention to do what we can to contribute to more healing, more justice in the land. And we really believe that the land, what we achieve in the land, will ripple out to the whole world. It's like a karmic nod that if we liberate our hearts here, it will have a big effect on our human species on the planet right now. So as we come to memorize today and look at the last 2 years together, we will hear from May also some words of recap, memorizing the last 2 years, both in the land and also with Satyam. And also we will have Malka invite us through a journey where you can reflect the last 2 years and the impact on your life. And then we will have groups of sharing, small groups of sharing, and asking yourself the question, what are you called to do? What are you called to do for this portal of the next 48 hours? What are you called to do to use this portal for more healing and more justice and more liberation? How do you want to contribute? So these are the three main parts of our journey today. So yeah, passing it to May, dear.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. It's really an honor to know that the choice and the journey we have walked is this journey. The journey of honoring each other and standing against hatred and war drums, oppression systems, enemy images, hatred, separation. I remember on the 7th of October I think it was one of the most shocking days of my life. The day that I felt the weakest on earth. I was standing on my house, on the stairs of my house on the Mount of Olives. Reading the news, not understanding what is really happening. While speaking to Nisreen inside Gaza, a friend of mine, a therapist. We were talking about women and projects, and at 7, the school bus picked my daughter, Aram. And I think 20 minutes or 7:30, I kind of began to understand what was happening. And the separation wall is literally, it's the view of my house on the middle of the Mount of Olives. My daughter is on the other side. She's in school. My friends are in the festival. And I felt torn. I felt the whole occupation within me, and at the same time, all of the love and fear for my daughter, for my friends, who is there, what is happening, and the powerlessness, the acknowledgement that I cannot cross. I cannot even go to my daughter to pick her up. I cannot go to my friends. Nobody would come to me. A few hours later, we started speaking with Sliman al-Khatib and other community members, chatting, talking, in shock, not believing what is happening. And as I was talking to Sliman, we both thought that the best thing we could do, the only thing that will wake us up from this trauma, is if we call everybody to come to a Zoom meeting. All of the Israeli and Palestinian activists. And we did, we started sending messages. And we came together. It was one of the most painful conversations. One of the activists, she looked at us, at Jamil, and she said, I hate you. I hate you and I hate you. And Chen said that he felt so angry that he also imagined himself running to a trunk and like going back to the army. And we kept meeting. We kept sitting with the grief and with the anger and trauma, the shock, the what does it mean, the who we are. Are we going to really walk the talk of activism, or are we going to only do it when it's peaceful? And in one of, I think it was the third Zooms, was finally our turn as Palestinians to dare to show our anger. And I said, well, for 9 wars and all of the closure, we still woke up and came down to meet with you. We still came as Palestinians. 9 wars. Siege of so many years and occupation and walls and checkpoints and investigations and jail and separating my family and taking my daughter away from me. And we still woke up and we came to you. And now it's time that we all wake up and walk toward each other. There is not one worse than the other. And it's us who will have to show this. And a few months later, David came. And I was missing so much community. I was talking to a friend of mine and I told her that I have 40 funerals in my heart back then, that I didn't attend none. Nobody comforted me. Nobody condolenced me. Nobody, nada, nada, nada. And when David came, he said, so what shall we do? And I said, community. He said, how, which lands? And I said, doesn't matter. We look for a place. I got the place and we started from there. Because we cannot do it. If we don't have a tribe, if I don't have a community, if I don't have what to show to my family, to my community, then what are we doing? How can we convince others? How can we actually convince others that, yeah, we can live together? We are true. We are true. We love each other. How else? How else can we talk of tomorrow if we are not living it? Why would anybody trust anybody when history proves that? Look at us, war after war after war, atrocities, genocides, 7th of October, rape, kidnap kids, women, erupt communities, erupt societies, erupt whole lands and nations. Vanishing Gaza, closing the West Bank. There is no winner. Our only win is us walking back the community together, is us being the people that would say no, 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 all this system is a lie. As few as we are, all this system is a lie. And to stand up and to live it and to pay the price of this, of living the peace activism, of choosing this, knowing that even if it does not impact million people, it is impacting me. My choice is impacting me. I sleep knowing that we have done everything possible, that we only spoke of the truth and loved unconditionally, that we named and fasted and sat for everybody, that we condemned violence, didn't matter who it's coming from, that as a woman I condemn and acknowledge the rape, the kidnap, I condemn in the 7th and the 6th and the 8th equally all these oppression systems that continues to make us enemy. To acknowledge the freedom and liberation of everyone, my own people, not on the expense of nobody, not to become, when the oppressed becomes the oppressor as we are now seeing, and not to repeat the story of the Jewish after the Holocaust. To ask the world to march for both and only for both, and to name both and only both, and only both. To acknowledge that we are as a human, as everyone else in this world, we can live together. We cannot but live together. This land cannot be peaceful unless we actually live together, unless we honor each other, unless we open the doors and the gates and the synagogues and the mosques and the churches for each other. It's the only day that we will see freedom, real freedom, real liberation. And it is an honor with all of the price, with all of the pain, with all of the grief, with all of the. I was just telling Malka and Ruby that since we started Satyam, I didn't sleep one night in my house. And it's half an hour far away from me, from Satyam. Not one night, not one day was I with my family. Not one day, not one night. And I sit in it. And I'm so proud. I'm like, this is exactly what I would have wanted people to choose. There is a price and it's painful. But which price? This one that brings you from all over. This one that brings us together. That brings back the tribe and reminds us of who we are. And the power of coming together. The very power of coming together. The way it affects me as a Palestinian woman in the West Bank, your presence with me. What it allows me to speak and to do. The way it empowers me in order to show my own people that, yeah, Jewish humans from all over come for us both, come together. They love us, they care. This is what tomorrow should look like. This is what yesterday should have looked like. But we are choosing it. We chose it. We chose it through Satyam and we called you. And we are honored that you received this call. You came to this tribe. You held us through it. So we, me, David, Maryam and Nurit, people who are holding this community to be more and more and more and more empowered to continue, to hold more retreats, to hold more trainings, to call for more people to come. It is because you believed in us. This is the power of the tribe. This is the power of love. This is the path of healing. This is exactly what will not repeat the 7th of October, nor allow the 6th of October to continue for 76 years, nor the 8th of October, where now it's a genocide and Gaza is almost not there anymore. Hostages are in darkness. Prisoners are being abused. Children are being arrested and abused. Women Women, our kids and our women. Life is stolen from them, even the ones alive. Even the ones alive, life is stolen from them. And it is us. And it's only us. No one else. It's only for us to carry this. We are their hope. We are signs of faith. This what we brought. You coming, us coming together from everywhere, naming everyone. And I was supposed to read the poetry before I started. It was the poetry I wrote on the 7th of 2023. I will read it now. I remember that day, one of the Israeli activists, he wrote me a message after a very hard Zoom meeting, and he said, is it allowed a dark sense of humor? Can we grieve also while he's laughing? And I responded that this is one of the biggest life sense of humor, our capacities, war and love, that we cannot do it but through, when there is war, we cannot end war but with love. The only thing that will end war is laughter and love. This is my beloved, the breaking day, when the drum of war began to play, when hatred sang its ancient song, which chose to still our feet and stay strong. While fire rose and reason fled, we gathered names the world called dead, each one a candle, bright and clear. We whispered, oh child, we will hold you dear. We will hold you near. We did not march towards command. We knelt instead and touched the land. We heard the soil beneath us hum. No peace will grow from any gun. From Gaza's wound to Galilee, from Bethlehem to the open sea, from far off shores where strangers pray, we called each other home exactly on that day. Palestinian hearts holding Israeli tears, a human courage, foreigners so near, hands once divided, found their rhyme and built a tribe beyond all time. We fasted, we will fast again. Hunger strikes to the ones unfed. We will carry the songs that lost. We will name them. I don't feel like reading the names of the people. I'm too sensitive. I will skip it. We sat with the grief. We did not run. We faced the dark, became the sun. We named the pain. We kissed the scars. We said we'll meet you wherever you are. For every wall a child will climb, for every cry denied its time, for every mother split in two, we vowed we'll still believe in you. The earth remembers, olive trees swayed, the stones beneath us softly prayed. This is the tribe that it chose to stay, that built from loss a holy way. So bless the ones who never turned, who loved through fire and grieved and learned. Bless every voice that dared to sing. Oh, peace no power could unstring. We are the ones who still remain, who drink from sorrow, not from blame. We are the bridge, the breath, the flame, the river flowing, loving every and each name. I'm actually too sensitive to read the other one. Maybe at the end of the Zoom, there is a lot of names of people who not only have been killed from both sides, friends that were lost either to the military or to the war, which is one of the biggest pains. When we don't have a community to hold us close and a tribe to come together, even some of us still went back to military. Still out of fear thought the only way to protect their own is to go back to the gun. And yet we are here today, in the ground since last March. People continue to arrive, people continue to come for retreats, for trauma, for nonviolence, for more understanding, for being held. And this is our way. This is what we chose to do here in Satyam homeland, to make it a homeland, a true home, where everyone is welcome to their truth, to their belonging, to their dreams, to their family, to their mamas, to their fathers, to their brothers and sisters, where they are honored, seen, where we grieve also together. This is exactly the continuous invitation that this tribe will become the tribe, that you will all believe as much as we believe, to the point where we will live back our tribal and remember each other, remember to honor each other and to stand for each other. For no more 7th of October, for no more 6th of October, for no more the 8th of October. And may we be sitting here next year, only remembering what was and saying it was, and now we heal. May this be our next 7th of October, while the hostages and the prisoners are back home to their families, to their mamas, to their songs, to their feasts, to their holidays. And may we meet and say, we held it all the way. We held it all the way. Our voices brought freedom. Our voices ended atrocities. Our voices and our actions ended the genocide, ended the occupation. It brought these two nations together.
Là, c'est bon. Comme ça, oui.
Lord, dear. So maybe it's time to also end it. Again, I'm deeply honored, deeply, deeply honored for all of you, for all of you, for all of you. May you know the power that you have given us and the support that we have received because of you, for your choice to also come and believe in us. Deeply honor you. And may we witness our people free. May we actually witness the end of these atrocities and sit in celebration whilst continuing to heal the land together. So thank you. It's an honor and it's a healing. David.
Yeah, thank you, May. So, yeah, just maybe to add that only from so our work in the land is for 14 years, almost 15 years, the encounter work, bringing Israeli and Palestinian people together, also people from Germany and the US and other countries have always joined wanting to heal and to really heal and find activism that's rooted in connection, rooted in remembering of a shared humanity. And this work, we paused a lot of this work um, in June because we realized that we cannot just continue this work in the land while while the genocide is raging, and we understood that we will not be able to solve this without the international community. We talked about this in the beginning of the year a lot, like what can we do? Because this is just something that will not change if not the whole world will bring their governments to pressure Israel to truly change, stop the war, stop the bombing, stop giving weapons. Really, we need a global movement. So we decided to make this movement global with our hunger strike. So this is why we are now speaking on. We had Zoom sessions with activists almost every day, bringing inspiration of how people do bring actually change, and if projects in the land and from abroad, everything that changes and helps form this global movement. So this is when we turned online. And Mondays for Gaza is after we stopped our full-on fast, me after 2 months and May after 3 months. Now we're meeting each Monday to fast, to remind ourselves of this ongoing atrocity and violence, to know, to remind ourselves that people are starving right now, they're dying of hunger, to not forget, and to ask ourselves, what is my place to do? From where I am, where is my privilege? Where's my power? Where do I have leverage to impact? And we truly believe that each one has, whether it is seeing where you divest, where you boycott something, seeing where you participate in something that supports the weapon industry, all the way to speaking in your community, showing films, holding vigils, approaching your government representatives in your region. So we really believe that it is that each one of us has a role to play, and this is why we turned global. And especially speak to the audience of the West to say, hey, you matter. Like, please take your role seriously. We need you to end this for us, together with us. We can't do it alone. So this is really why we're here online with Satyam. And at the same time, we have now continued to hold events in Satyam. And it's been more difficult than ever before. There's now new gates everywhere in the West Bank that limit and restrict more of even the last bit of movement that was possible. So also near Satyam now, near our center, there's a new gate that just was placed, and now people are not able to come and go, even out of the entrances in and out of Bichala where we are. So it's just, and then May has just shared that just out of her window, she sees people being arrested, abused, shot. That hasn't happened before. Bejala has been one of the most safer regions, and now it's common everywhere. Every day, people are being shot, and it's just an acknowledgement that we're trying to hold up a space for safety in a region where almost safety doesn't exist anymore for no one, meaning the Palestinian people. So yeah, just to acknowledge that. And May was just in Masa Fariata, where a friend activist Auda was murdered by Slatra, everything on camera, no one arrested, people being displaced, homes destroyed. She brought school bags that we bought for the kids to start school with some kind of normality.
Actually, it was really hard to be there today. Thank you for remembering it, David. The needs are massive. Settlers attack. You should hear the kids. I stayed with the kids all the time. Crazy. I took some videos of them speaking to me about how they meet with the soldiers and the settlers, and their lack of capability of going to a school that is 20 meters away from home. It's like literally going downhill. That's it. That's it. That's it. The moment the settler sees them in a school, they invade the schools. They attack kids. And it is one of the places that we are wishing to sponsor even more and to start going there to hold the women and the kids and work more with them personally. We took school bags for them. There is still a more need for school bags, school stuff, even winter clothes. They are unable, the closest market to them is in Hebron, and it's very dangerous for them to try and leave Al Masafir. So women don't leave. They don't go out. Men go and then they try to buy some stuff. So the need is huge and it's becoming even more. These communities, they are really standing for peace. They are really, really standing for peace. They are holding activists from all over, feeding them, giving them everything that they need just in order to keep them there. And they're really holding into faith. So yeah, being there today, this money was given through people like you. And today we took the school bags and we went and we were with the kids and with the women and with Salim. And it is our way to also show our solidarity and to say, yes, as Satyam, we are there. We are with you in every way possible, and we will come even more and we will hold even more. So it is an invitation for us to continue supporting in however way possible, to really support these communities, these kids. It's just so painful. It's like beyond painful that some of these kids asked me for a football. One of them asked me if I know Messi, the football player. And we laughed a lot. I said, why? He said, I want like his shoes. And I said, because you want to play football? He said, yeah, I want to play football, but also to kick the settlers with it because it's a strong shoes. And in between the laughter, so much tears of this child, like he's 6 years old. He's trying to think how can he avoid settlers' violence. It's like he's thinking these shoes, maybe it could be the shoes that is strong enough that he will protect his schools and the kids around him with. And it is all on us, what we bring to them, how we hold them. Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe also acknowledge that we have supported Salam and his family through
Yes.
through your money and also
Yes.
yeah, and also Fatwa. And
Yes.
we
They are.
so we have been able to bring money into Gaza even and support them. Just take care of very, 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 very minimal things of just the most basic medical possibility,
Mm.
just the possibility to have a tent, like really basic, but and Mahmoud also, yeah, and Mohammed, yeah. So just wanting to acknowledge all of your support. That's been
Yes.
thousands of euro that have been supporting people in the most dire circumstances
Mm.
next to your presence. And thank you for the letters that some of you send to them to also show them that actually we think of them and we're doing our best from the outside, that they know they're not alone, that people care. It's not only the bombs that they receive, they also receive letters and acknowledgements that they know they're seen even by international, even by Jewish. So thank you for all of that. Yeah, and I think I would like to pass it to Malka to invite us to our journaling. Thank you, May.
So I invite you all to take a moment and find pen and paper, something to write on. Thank you, May, and thank you, David, for opening your hearts and sharing with us and holding this beautiful space. And there's a magic that happens when we are sitting in community and we turn to our notebook, we turn to the paper. And so I want to invite everyone to notice the feelings that have been stirred over this time together, the gratitude and the grief. The pain and the joy. And in the Jewish calendar, we begin tonight the holiday of Sukkot, where it's a 7 or 8 day holiday where we are commanded to be joyful. And one of my favorite teachings about joy is that joy is not just about fun. There's a piece of that, but joy is about any feeling fully felt. So the invitation is to turn to our pen and paper and allow to flow through whatever is here present for you, to allow what truth is channeling through for you to come onto the notebook. And just, I'm going to set a timer for 5 minutes. Just, you don't need to control the pen, just whatever is coming through is just right. And letting it to receive the gift of whatever words want to be spoken between you and your paper at this time. So I invite you to wrap up your writing for now and to go back and read over what you wrote and just notice whether there's a word or a sentence or a few sentences that have a special resonance for you, that you feel moved to speak aloud in this circle. So the invitation is finding, if you are noticing what words that have appeared on your page would like to be spoken in this circle. Just could be a few words or a sentence or two. I'll begin. I want to dance, to hug, to cry, to scream no to evil, to smile a true smile, to know that we are not here to hate, to know that with every fiber of my being. I am burning up. It is a hot flash. It is the bombs. And I invite you to unmute if there's some words from your page you'd like to share. Yes, Marcia.
To connect, oh, am I? Yeah. To connect us to our own knowing, our own voice, our heart of just commitment. To hold tenderness for the children, for the trauma, for the women, mothers, fathers, families, sustaining and reaching for life, healing, love, and more life.
Thank you.
I'm leaving now. Can I say something before I leave? I have to go to my doctor.
Yes, dear.
Yes? Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I want to remind of two things. It's in line with everything that was said so far, I believe. I
So
hope you can hear me.
Nehemia, this is our ritual time where we're sharing what we wrote. Do you have a sentence or two from your writing?
Honestly, I won't able to write, but I have it in my heart and it's close to what you did. If you don't want me, I'll share another time.
If you have a sentence to share.
Yes, it's a teaching you are familiar with. Every person is like a scale. The world is even. And when we turn to the positive, it might change the balance of the entire world. And this started to happen already after the meeting with Andre. I think the world is shifting and we are playing part in it. That's what I had to say.
Thank you.
Thank you and bye-bye and see you next Monday.
Take care.
Thanks.
Yes.
Bye-bye. Shalom. Ma'asalama.
Shalom. Shalom.
Invitation to unmute if you have something from your notebook to share. Pia?
Yeah. Healing is.
Oh.
Mayor, Pia first and then you. Am I pronouncing your name correctly?
Mine, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Healing is about feeling any feeling fully. Hunger, sitting in community, letting go, letting in.
And Mayor, your sentence.
Okay. Thank you. I turned 76 years old this month. Lots of meaning with the number 76. I wrote love flowing, falling, spreading joy, radiating joy, live your wisdom through love, being the meaning, being seen, doing love, modeling gentleness, clarity, and courage in public ways that ripple.
Thank you.
I can share a sentence. I feel surprised by how sensitive May is, because I don't allow myself to feel anything that much. So it's something very telling that she, as a Palestinian woman, she is that free to feel all those pain and not run from that. She continues to inspire me and teach me, even though our meetings are few, but I'm excited to be in her presence again.
Thank you. Mark.
This isn't the way it was supposed to be or acceptable as reality. I have a great need to act and am limited by caution for the results that may come, not for myself, but for my family.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
So maybe we'll take one or two more in the big group and then go into the breakouts.
Yeah, maybe one or two, yeah.
Is there anyone else who would like to share in the large group?
Hello,
Who's that?
hello. I
Oh,
would
Mela.
like, I'm Mela. Hi. I just wanted to tell you and May that, and everybody here that every time I listen to your words and every time I listen to your songs, I feel that instead of me being trying to be with you, I feel like if you were with me. I, I don't know if you can understand, but this is what I have felt today. That it's not you, me, who is trying to be with you, but I'm with you because I feel this is your feeling, and it impacts to me. Thank you.
What I think I heard you say is that you feel integrated in community, that we're here together.
Yes, that's it.
So David, I'll pass it back to you.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you all for sharing. I'm feeling softened through your words and connected. And yeah, I just want to acknowledge that likely all of us have just, our life has changed in the last 2 years. So thank you for taking a moment to be in that together and acknowledge that together. And I also acknowledge the voices that have said, and I want to contribute. It's not how I want reality to be. It's not my way, and I don't want to stay there and look at it. I want to bring my heart and my soul to this conversation and to the action that the world I wish to live in will emerge. And maybe that's something that we share, that we truly want to live in a world where everyone matters, where all life is sacred, where children are held equally worthy, and no one is dehumanized or seen as less worthy of home, of safety, of dignity, of love. That we know that's the world we want to live in, and that we have to find our power to change the systems that are preventing us from living that and transform them. So this space is for us to have a home among people that share our values, but it's also a space to encourage each other and say, wow, you matter and you have something that the world needs. And what is that? And to be curious about it and to encourage each other, knowing that a lot of small actions and big actions will change the world. And it's never been other way. Like, it's been many small actions that accumulate to something bigger shifting and happening. So we are not helpless. We are actually full of resource, and we have this community. And in this next breakout session for the next 15 minutes, 12 minutes more or less, I'm gonna invite you to join a group of 3 and to listen to each other, to the question, to listen to yourself, to the question, what is my place in the next 48 hours as we are walking through this portal of the last escalation that have led us here over the last 2 years? And acknowledging that the build-up to this has been for many, many, many years. The violence has been there. The slow death has been there. But the escalation. So as we're entering that portal, what can I do? What do I, not can I do, what do I wish to do? What is my heart called to do in these next 2 days to contribute to more love, more healing, and more liberation? What is the concrete action? And to listen to each other in this exploration. And this is not supposed to create pressure, but is supposed to invite each other into our power. Whatever small or big that is, it has an effect. Even if it's just to pray for 10 minutes a day. It doesn't matter what it is. It is to explore that, right? So, and this of course fits into the bigger picture of what we want to offer, of giving a space where we support each other to find what we can do wherever we are. And yet today we want to not project it on the next week. We want to really look in the next 2 days. What is it? So inviting you to a breakout room to share that with each other. Your name and what is your calling? What is your calling? What does your heart want to participate in to contribute to more healing and justice in this world? Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a meaningful conversation, exchange. Maybe it could have also been longer for some of you. Yeah, sorry if we interrupted. Also, just so you know, you're so welcome to join our groups. So for this particular hunger strike, there's groups and there's also groups for Satyam, but I'm gonna post them now. This is also where you can find each other and keep in conversation, of course. And if you haven't, then you can join also our newsletter to get informed. I'm just gonna post it as well before I forget. And yeah, I would love to invite a few voices to share. And before we do that, let's put in our chat. Let's put in the chat what you came up with for yourself, so we can read each other. We won't be able to listen to everyone by Hanoch, but let's take a minute to put down in the chat what you found in your own heart. And this is really not to like kind of a pressure, but just curiosity to share with each other the truth that we found. whatever it is. How you want to participate in the longing for another world for the next 2 days. What are you called to pay attention to or to explore with your actions? Reach out to people and connect around what's happening in Gaza, West Bank, Israel. Yeah, Yusuf. Thank you. Taking care of my mental health. Yes. Yes, taking care of ourselves is so equally important than anything we do outside. It's so important. Philadelphia Peace Camp will continue. Monday vigils. Beautiful. City Hall. Yes. Being public action. Breathe through the feelings. Yeah. Pause with a chore. Sing together. Ah, wow, the wonderful song of Ikumi, Christoph. Oh. Wow, if you can record it, if you feel like recording yourself and posting it in the chat or sending it to me, that would be so lovely, if it feels right. Ceremony in Berlin. Supporting each other to hold and surrender, yes. Truthful communication, one-to-one, yes. Speaking with people. Yeah, taking some attentiveness from this space into your next days. Talking about it, yeah. And about German complicity, yeah. Speaking about the complicity. How can we speak about it in a way that people can actually receive and see and reflect for themselves? Because we really believe that when you don't know, that's one thing, but once you know, then it's up to you, right? So how we bring awareness. Crucial reminder. Activism is not always visible. Sometimes it's quiet, sometimes it's retreat, finding myself, reorienting, being in contemplation. Yes, exactly. Connecting with ourselves is the base for anything we do outside, right? And in this time of great distraction, actually connection and taking time for that is very, very powerful medicine for change. Yeah. Yeah, Marsha, you're coming to Satyam. This is beautiful. Yes, preparing yourself. Mark, yeah. Yeah, making life better for downridden communities here in Israel. Yes, thank you, Mark. Yeah, your daughter's birthday, celebrating her, letting her know that she's wonderful the way she is. Wow, if everyone would know that growing up, how less violence we would have, right? It starts there, right? In the very moment how we received into this world and loved. Yeah, speaking with Jewish friends in Germany that feel fear, yeah. Observing your heart, speaking from a place of love and care. Yeah, how do we bring our voice in a way that is actually able to reach hearts, not close hearts? Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, as we can read the messages coming in, I would love to open the space for a couple of voices for the last 2-3 minutes, just to give space. Who wants to share something? How you're leaving from her? Was this space meant for you today? Something you're taking with you that you're grateful? something you want to share from your heart before we part. And I want to offer for who was it that spoke? As Elizabeth, you started speaking that about this being very important space for you, and maybe you want to say it, kind of people were coming in, so I want to give you the voice if you want to speak more.
I was just acknowledging you, and you had called my name, but I am so grateful, as I have shared with other people. I live in a part of the United States that has always lived under an authoritarian government. South Carolina is the seedbed of the entire Deep South and the home of the slave power, I call it. And it's very, very alienating to be here in such a strongly proud Zionist population of Christian and Zionist Jewish nationalists. And so I'm just grateful to have found you all through Tara Brock. Thank you for letting me be here.
Thank you for finding us. Thank you for joining us. It's good to have you in this space.
I just want to offer my gratitude and love to you, David, and to May for creating Satyam and holding this space and all of us in it. It's a love and an honesty that is profound and healing. So thank you for who you are.
Thank you for filling this space with your heart that we invited to. And yeah, really, we wouldn't be here without all of you. So thank you for creating this space together.
Hi.
Hi, Laila.
I would like to say hello. That it's the first time I join a Zoom meeting. Can you hear me?
Yes.
And I'm quite amazed and impressed by the your words and your presence and emotion, like the space that I find here. Like I found it very compelling and challenging. Also, like I find it very hard to be in this kind of soft presence in such a brutal reality that has been brutal also before, but in the last 2 years I have completely lost my ability to be present, like and so I found it challenging to be here and write and share, and challenging, I mean, you know, vulnerable on the vulnerable scale of things. So thank you very much, and it's an opportunity. It's a real opportunity. It's surprising how real an opportunity can present itself by Zoom. So thank you. And I was wondering also if you would be willing to share the text of your poem, so that I would like to read it, if it's possible. If it's possible.
Yes, we, we will share it. I'm really bad at sharing, but I think, yeah, we can share it. I think
If it's
some
too
people
much,
are also
it's
taking
okay.
care of it, but yes, I will share it with the group and then they will pass it on. Yeah.
Are you
Thank
in,
you, dear.
Thank you so much.
are you part of our groups?
No.
So maybe you join some of them, because anything we share as well there. So maybe you join our newsletter,
Yeah, I have the newsletter.
and then
I
in the
think
newsletter you can also find our website, and then you can find our Telegram and WhatsApp groups. And if you join them there, we post also things. Ah, hello.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you and welcome. So good to have you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see if there's one last voice that wants to share before we close our time together this evening.
Okay, I'm willing to say one sentence or two.
Yeah, also
Um,
Fadwa, you also wanted to speak?
Yeah,
No, we hear
after.
both of you. Yeah.
okay. I heard the word alienation. I heard the word thankfulness. I'm very thankful, grateful for this community. It's very relevant for me to fast on Mondays and to be with you all in the evening, because I have the feeling I'm a just retired pastor in a Protestant community here in Boeghout. I feel alienated from my community because it's very hard for me to share with them my feelings concerning Israel and Gaza. But then I found another community both here through internet, through you, and also in the local community of Boeghout. There are people making daily demonstrations at our municipality, and it's a wonderful group of people who really do care, who really do want to take political actions. And well, I feel more like a peacemaker, so political action is not my first state of action, but the combination of the two, being with you on Mondays and being with the people of my village on the daily demonstrations, is both very relevant for me. So thank you for giving me the possibility to be here. I cannot be here next week, but I will be here in 2 weeks again. All the best.
Thank you, Marike. So good to have you here with us. Thank you.
I just wanted to say thank you for inviting me, Mai, to this meeting. I was feeling incredibly bad before, and now I'm feeling incredibly good. So I just wanted to acknowledge my feelings before and after, and I'm really, really happy that we can share together here, because sometimes in our daily lives we cannot share this with the people who live around us. So it's crazy. Thank you.
حبك مبسوطة إنك هون. I'm very happy that you came, and you should know she's one of the gods of cello. She's gonna be playing for us next time.
Double bass, but
Sorry,
it's okay.
double
I
bass,
take it.
but it's double bass, but it's still really one of the
Very.
best. You should follow her.
Thank
حبيبتي,
you.
it's an honor. عن جد شكرا.
شكرا لك. شكرا لكم كلكم.
حبيبتي.
Yeah. So let's take a moment, just maybe before we close, just take a moment to sit for a minute of silence, just with everything that's alive now, with both the grief and also the connection. The places that were touched in the last 1.5 hours inside your heart. And maybe you want to even place your hand on your heart and really be in connection with that place which brought you here, and whatever that is, giving that your attention. And honor. And yeah, finding the place of deep care for all life. That the prayer, however that prayer looks in your own heart, for really the well-being of everyone, of our human family, and the deep love, the deep care for all the children, all of our children, to be well, and the willingness to act, the willingness to work towards that, in the ways you know. Your soul came here to do that. Just taking a deep breath here and acknowledging this community which is here for you, which we're here for each other, to remind us to come together, to be in grief, and also be in support of each other. So yeah, deep gratitude to all of you so much for being here, for showing up, and for being you and daring to be you in this world. And yeah, deep gratitude for everyone who shared and made this experience a shared experience today through your words and heart. And also deep gratitude to Malka, Bina, to Rovi, to our team, to May, of course, and Bibi. Holding point right
You
now.
are good, Mela. Thank you.
So yeah.
I just opened because the few words of a song just came to me. Just a little stanza I like to share. It's opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. Opening, opening.
What a blessing. Thank you.
Let's yes. Let's be that love.
Yes. Thank you all. Please take care of yourselves. And we are here, not only on Mondays, at any moment you need. The tribe is here, the community is here. Thank you for the healing you bring, for the faith.
And share with us whatever you want to share, whatever you experience, wherever your actions are, that like share this, share it with us, with our community. Let's see each other in
Yes.
that discovery of our contribution. So
Yes.
inviting you to
And
join
let's make.
groups.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
I wanted to say, let's make tomorrow a day of healing. In
Yeah.
whatever way you can, through our media, through your media, send messages of love, name everyone, show that we are together, that we are one, that we name everyone. Let's make it a day that the 7th will be actually the 7th that is remembered as a healing, as healing, when the tribe came again and spoke up again and sent love. So yeah, we would love to take part of your action, whatever it is, and we are here to support whatever action you wish to take, small, big, everything is big. Every little deed is a deed of healing. So, thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye, dears.